Hello guys, this is Zuma and welcome to the first episode in this Call of Duty Ghosts Best Class series. And in this video what we're going to be focusing on is what is the best assault rifle in Call of Duty Ghosts. Now I thought I'd bring in the assault rifle in the first episode, because these maps tend to be on the larger side than we've seen in most Call of Duties, then most people tend to stick with the assault rifle, so I thought I'd just give you what I think is the best assault rifle as well as what kind of attachments and perks I like to run with it. So right, let's get into this class. So the best assault rifle that I think is in this game is the MSBS. Now, Ghost kind of stands differently out from other Infinity Ward games because usually in their games they tend to have one or two weapons that are really overpowered, but in this game I'm seeing a lot of people using a lot of different weapons, so it does seem one of the more balanced Infinity Ward games that we've had. And the reason why I think the MSBS just stands out as one of the best assault rifles is because although it's the only 3-burst assault rifle, it's actually the effectiveness of how it does kill in one burst. It kind of reminds me of the FAMAS from Modern Warfare 2, just how powerful this gun is, and I would say it's slightly overpowered, and as the game's just come out I would expect a patch on this gun pretty soon. If I was going to patch this weapon, one thing that I think it's really strong in is the hip fire accuracy. I don't think a weapon like this should be able to kill so effective at medium and long range, and then being able to kill people up close as well. So I just think reducing the hip fire accuracy would really balance this gun out. So right, let's get into the attachments that I like to use on the MSBS. So my attachments is the silencer and the red dot sight. Now when you put a silencer on this weapon, it really does reduce the kill range, so I'd only advise you using it on a map that's quite close quarters. And if I was going to use this weapon on a large map, then I would swap the silencer out for the muzzle brake attachment, but when you're on the smaller maps, having the silencer just being a little bit more stealthy and allow you to get in the flanking positions is a really good way to use this weapon. And I like using the red dot sight just for when you have to kill people at range, just having a nice clear view of the enemy, and also it gives you some added accuracy and range as well, which is always nice on a 3-burst weapon. So right, there are my attachments, and now we're on to my perks, and my first perk that I have is Ready Up. And that kill that I just got right there is a good reason why I like to use Ready Up. Just having your gun ready faster after sprinting, it doesn't only count when you're trying to aim down sight, it's actually for when you're trying to hit fire as well. And as Ready Up only takes up 1 point from your class loadout, it's a really good perk to have. And combined with what I was saying earlier about this gun's hip fire accuracy, if you can get close to the enemy and fire first, then you're surely going to get that kill first. So right, that's Ready Up, and now our next perk is Stalker. Now by far the most important perk in this class setup is Stalker, and it's the way I use it that puts pretty much every single gunfight in my favour is strafing around corners, pre-aiming, being ready, and then all you have to do is pull the trigger with this weapon to get the insta-kill. And that's the way you should use this weapon. It's not really a gun for rushing around with, it's a weapon that you should be using to combat the rushers. Let them run into you one by one and you should be able to pick them all off, especially if you're using Stalker, strafing around corners already waiting. And that's why I like to use Stalker. So now we're on to my next one, which is Off the Grid. Now as I'm playing solo in this game, I do run into a lot of parties that put up multiple SATCOMs, so I'm showing up on the radar every second, getting shot in the back. So just having Off the Grid allows me to be a little bit more stealthy, and also combining Off the Grid with the silencer as well is a nice combination just to keep them guessing where you are even more. So that is Off the Grid, and now for my next perk I've got Amplify. Now sound whoring is back in Call of Duty. It was kind of lost in Black Ops 2, and it made using dead silence and awareness in that game kind of useless, but in this game being able to hear footsteps again is amazing, and Amplify is what helps me do that. And I do prefer Amplify over dead silence in this one. I know it's good to run both of them if you can and you have the points left to do it, but I don't in this class, so I had to make a choice, and I definitely prefer Amplify over dead silence. And it's mainly because I'd like to hear everybody. Even if people have got dead silence on, I can still hear them with Amplify. And also it works well because I'm using Stalker, so I'm gliding around the map, I'm not really running that much, so I just think Amplify is a lot better in this class. And now we're on to my last and final perk, which is Focus. Now Focus does two things. One, it reduces the idle sway while aiming down sight. Now this is going to help us with Stalker because we're pre-aiming, like strafing around corners, our body is moving, which means that when we're aiming down sight we don't want our gun to move as well. So having the reduced idle sway is going to make sure that our bullets go where we want them to. And the second thing that it does is reduce flinch when shot. So I like toughness from Black Ops 2. So if we're strafing around a corner, we come into an enemy and somehow they manage to fire first, and when we fire our bullets aren't going to go over their head, they're going to go into the target, and as this is like an insta-kill weapon, then we should win that gunfight. So after Focus, the class is complete, and this is what I think is the best assault rifle class, and I really hope this class works for you guys as it has done for me. And if you feel like this video has helped you out, if you could give it a like rating to support this new series, that would be amazing. And don't forget to leave in the comments what best class setup you want to see next. So that's it guys, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.